What's up, guys? I hope you're well. Today, I'm in my new office. Heck yes. Now, I won't be doing my normal recordings in here, but for stuff like this, for live streams, for work, my 9 to 5, I'm always in here. And of course, we're hanging out, so I got a beer. I got a beer from Ratio Beer Works, and it is their Stay Gold Oktoberfest Lager. What up, Tater? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. I'm still trying to figure out the lighting in here because the lighting in this room is just terrible. Like it's awful over here. I'm gonna pull a nightstand light for my bedroom, put it over there just to kind of help bounce a little bit. But other than that, yeah, I mean it's a nice room for an office. I haven't used this room in I don't know 8 years. It's been like 2016 since I've used this room. So I thought, you know what? It's time to clean out the house, clean out this room, and at least make it usable for work and for live hangouts like this. So yeah, very happy about it. As you can see, I've got a boatload of books. I got a whole bookshelf over here too, full of books, and I've got a bunch of sports memorabilia as well. So yeah, but I cleaned this out about a few days ago. Not even a week ago, I cleaned it out and converted the old guest bedroom into an office. I finally got my garage. I've been wanting for years, 13 years. I've been waiting to get a garage here. So, boom, $100 a month to lease a garage, and I cleared out the significant amount of my dining room, and I cleaned out a significant amount of this room so far. Still got some more cleaning and organizing and shifting of stuff, but I'm literally using 10% of my garage because I have everything stacked up nicely. The old mattress is in a nice waterproof storage bag to keep it dry. Even if water gets in there, it'll still be good. I'm hoping to give that away to somebody soon because I don't have use for a twin bed. If people come to town and visit, they always get like a hotel or an Airbnb. So don't really stay here with me. But yep, got my coffee maker for work. Work laptop is sitting underneath this one right now. So yeah, I kind of like it. Kind of cool little, I guess, office slash chill room. Let me know if I need to turn up my mic or not. I rarely use this laptop for streaming or anything. I usually use it if I'm like on vacation somewhere and I need to edit a video. Or, right lately during work, since last week during work, I just put like episodes of The Simpsons on or something while I'm working away, just to kind of, clear the dead air while I'm here. But yeah, I mean, so far so good. Yesterday, I went for my first hike since August 17th, which there wasn't a video for. So far in 2024, I've done 9 hikes. Next week will be hike number 10, and I believe we're doing South Chicago Creek, which is right around 5 miles. They're saying about 5 miles. I'm going to say it's about 6, maybe a little over 6, and about 2,000 foot elevation change. So it's a hard trail. And I've been reading reviews, and I'm probably going to have to order a set of hiking poles, collapsible hiking poles for this one. And plus, it'd be nice to have in my hiking bag for the winter because the one I'm looking at has different spikes and has spikes that are good for like snow, good for dirt, gravel, mud, rocks. So perfect. I'm very, very excited about late fall, early winter hiking. Hi, Lucy. I'm projecting that I'll be able to hike until, if we're lucky, early December. Depends. I mean, if we don't get any snow in the Front Range, up in the foothills, or very little snow, we could probably hike up until Christmas. But after that, it's just more so of the cold. That would just be brutal to hike in during cold weather. But yeah, I'm I'm in a lot of pain from the hike yesterday. I'm so sore. And literally, the last 20 minutes, people were coming up the trail while me and my friend were going down. I stepped out of their way and put my hand on a rock, and I just put a little bit of weight on the rock, and it just the rock just dropped behind me and hit really hard on my Achilles. I'm okay. Luckily, my boots were big enough to absorb most of that impact, but I've got bruises on my Achilles heel right now, and very sore, very tender. But it was a lovely hike yesterday. I don't feel like my video gave much justice. It wasn't the best of the hikes I've ever done. Hi, Sparkle. How you doing? Definitely wasn't the best hike we've done. I would probably put it out of the 9 hikes I've done. I'll probably put that one in the 8th slot just because it was just the whole hike. We could hear traffic. We could see Golden, Colorado. We could kind of see Denver. Not really. Couldn't see Denver too much just because of all the dirty smog and gross Denver air. Gosh, it's just gotten so bad here. But it was still a nice hike. I just wanted something easy to do. We went to where we went because we were planning to hike a specific trail, but it was closed to hikers yesterday because the date was an even day. It was an even day on the calendar, so we couldn't even hike that trail. Very frustrating because it was called Enchanted Forest, so it'd be like in a wooded area. Tracy and I talked about. She's like, you could hike this whenever. I said, well, yeah, this trail is open year round. We could do the Enchanted Forest in the winter. I said, I think that would be a very, very beautiful hike in the winter when there's snow on the ground. So yeah, no, I didn't get hurt. I'm just sore. I got hurt a little bit, not bad. I mean, I could still walk. It's just I'm supposed to be going to my mom's. I'm supposed to be at my mom's house right now watching the Broncos game, but I just feel like sitting around the house, relaxing and preparing for the week ahead. But yeah, last night after the hike, I got home and I made more of my beef stew. So now I have 4 jars of beef stew in the freezer for the winter. So I'm very happy about that. That's 8 meals right there. That could easily be. That's 4 days worth of food, if not 8, if I just have it for lunch or whatnot. But no, Sparkle, I'm okay. I'm all right. Not that hurt. But waiting on the airfare to go down to come down to see you. Right now, it's $146 each way, and I think that's a little excessive for an hour and a half flight. So hopefully in the next few weeks, they have deals that's maybe $90, $99 each way. Plus, I have $40 I'm going to use, or $70 credit that I'm going to use. Hey, Lee, that I'm going to use as a credit towards that flight. And most likely, my flight down to Florida, I'm just going to use all of my, my Southwest points I have saved. Yeah, they're horrible right now. Like, I had to rebook my flight to Tampa 3 times. Oh, Sparkle, I signed up and I've been approved for what's it called? TSA Plus. I'm just waiting for them to email me my code for TSA Plus. If I don't get it by this coming Friday, I was told to call on Friday to the place I went to do my fingerprint and photos and see if they can figure out what the delay is. But they said it could take 2 to 60 days. I mean, but she's like, usually this is the people get it within, 10 to 14 days. So hopefully I get the email. Hopefully I didn't accidentally delete it. So, I'll get that email and that way I can write down my TSA Plus. Well, it's TSA Plus will allow me to go through that special line of airport security along with, TSA Clear or whatever. It's like they're very similar. I just went with the Plus. So I won't have to take my shoes off. Won't have to take my electronics out of my bag. I can keep a light coat on. I can keep a belt on. And the lines usually just zoom you right through. So very excited about that. But I've also heard that because it's so inexpensive, a lot of people have that at this point, and sometimes the lines are longer for that than a regular line for TSA. So we'll see. When I went to Florida, I was through security in 3 minutes. But still, I mean, traveling in the winter, if I want to travel for the holidays, this may be a saving grace. And with me traveling 3 times a year, might as well. I hate taking my shoes off at the airport, so getting this relieves a lot of travel stress from me. So, what have you kiddos been up to? What's everyone been up to? By the way, Sparkle, new office. Who dis? Heck yeah. So, liking a new office. Glad I was able to move out a bunch of my crap to my garage. Unfortunately, my garage is all the way on the other side of my townhouse complex, my community. So I have a few boxes I need to carry from my from my living room by my fireplace. Oh, Dad's fine. He just had a huge pile of. He picked up and put a huge pile of broken limbs at the end of his driveway for the city to pick up. So no damage whatsoever. He just said they got a 60-mile-an-hour winds or 60-mile-an-hour gust. He was estimating like there's a couple gusts that were up there about 60, which isn't horrible. I said, but there was a lot of rain and just a lot of consistent wind, probably 40, 45. I like the office. I need to get better lighting, for sure. Because I have a lamp here. I turn that off. See, it's dark. I kind of have that. That's better. But all the way up. Yeah, see, just having lamps. I had to bring in another lamp like this from my bedroom on my nightstand. So, 1, 2, 3. So I just need better lighting in here. I have my ring light up here, as you can see on my glasses. So my ring light here. So I need to do some research and figure out some better lighting. I wish I had a ceiling light because that would have just absolutely saved the day. But it is what it is. I don't think I can have one installed due to the duct work right across the middle of the ceiling or on the other side. So I'll have to do some better lighting in here. Tired of spending my whole life in my living room because this is my work office. All my YouTube videos will still be recorded on a couch upstairs. I'm not changing that. And the main reason I'm not changing that is because I want to be able to watch TV in my living room. My desktop is how I watch, YouTube videos or sporting events. So I figured, you know what? Everyone's used to seeing me in that room, in my videos. So I'm like, yeah, I'll do that. But yeah, it's so much open space already in my dining room. I got a lot more stuff I need to figure out. Throw it away, move it away. Hopefully I can get a table soon. And yeah, we'll see what happens. But I'm giving away 5 subscriptions right now. So we'll see who gets them. We got Jay, Parco, Jahu, Kevin, and Lynn. Just gave away. I am downstairs, so I'm probably gonna have to. I don't have the money right now. It sucks how tight money is, but that's everybody. Everyone's money's tight right now. So, but I need to get a space heater, like I have in my bedroom in here, a little Vornado space heater. It's like $50, I think, and I need to get better lighting in here. There's a couple other things I want to get, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of nice being down here. But yeah, I got some rough news last week. Sad news last week from work. My boss is leaving us sometime in October. She's switching departments, so we get to try to hire a new supervisor, which I'm kind of bummed about because I adore my supervisor. I work for the best supervisor I've ever had. She is amazing, but I'm very happy for her to move on to different ventures in her career. But it's just sad to lose her. Everybody, when she dropped the bomb in our team meeting this past week, everyone's just sitting there in their camera We were all in shock. Like nobody had any clue that she was leaving, but it is what it is. Change is inevitable. Change could be good. So hopefully there's a person within our department I think would be a phenomenal replacement because they know they've worked within the department for almost as long as me, for about 2 years. So they know how things operate. They know how my boss operates things. And I know that they're not going to veer off too much from how my boss has been running the department. So I've already messaged that coworker and said, you better apply for the position. And it sounds like they will, because honestly, they've got my vote. Lucy, nobody needs to see your bum. Hey, beer? Beer? No beer? Beer. Okay. What are you doing, you crazy girl? No, you're not going on the table. She keeps jumping on the table. Ah! Crazy girl. But, oh my God. Lucy, come on. See, she always does that. That's the only issue about being here is she steps on stuff and walks on the computers. But I'm not going to not let them in here. They were not allowed in this room for so long, like their whole life. So it's their room too. But Lucy, you got to be good. Can you lay down? Lucy, lay down. Oh, I love you too, baby. But lay down, okay? Lay your stinky butt down. Miss puked all over the house this morning. That was fun. Sparkle says hi. Sparkle says hi, Lucy. All right, lay down. Lay down. So another thing I want to get in here, I want to get like a good computer chair and like a nice mat for under the desk. So yeah, there's a couple $100 I want to put in this office, but it can wait. I mean, for now, things work. But yeah, I just didn't feel like moving my whole recording equipment down here. Because I thought this room was a little bit bigger than it is, and there's not enough room for, my monitor for all of that stuff. And then it's like, well, then where would I do my work? So I'd rather just work in this room, which is fine. Dang, only if I had a 3-bedroom, everything would have been perfect. Office for work, office for YouTube, and bedroom, but it is what it is. But yeah, downstairs is nice. This time of the year is good. I don't think so. She just knocking on the carpet and it forced me to vacuum, which I have already vacuumed yesterday. I have to vacuum again. What are you dragging in here? Your paws are so dirty. I'm gonna have to vacuum this room again. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, it's funny coming in here just looking at all my sports memorabilia because I have little Funko Pops of athletes. And I'm like, well, 2 of them are retired and the other 2 play for different teams than what they're in. But yeah, I mean, I could put plants in here. I just don't know. I don't think it would go well. But well, I got the most important thing for a work office. I've got my coffee maker set down here. Already have 10 cups of coffee ready to be brewed tomorrow morning about 6:30 a.m. So by the time I come in here and log into work, coffee's done. Kind of nice having. I'm glad I kept my old coffee maker. I like that one. I think that was like $20 at Big Lots 15 years ago. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy to be down here in this room. It's just a nice change. I had to close the vent because the air conditioning just blows all the cold air here, and it was freezing. I think the first day I used this was Wednesday, and I was just absolutely frozen. Like it was no bueno. What did I do? Oh, okay, there we go. But yeah, so it's nice being down here for work. Kind of separates me from everything else. But I find it hard for me to like not meander upstairs to the living room while I'm working. It's just like I've got to figure out ways to force myself to stay in here to work. But no, I think it's going to be better for me. I've been more productive this week than I've been probably most of the summer. So it's good. Good to have separate space for work and normal life. And agrees with me a lot. I know. Another thing why I was like, what the hell? Why? You know, I'm not using this room. I haven't used this room. I really haven't used this room ever, to be honest. And the damn near 13 years I've lived here. Yeah, it's coming up on 13 years. December 1st will be 13 years. And I've never used this room. When I was DJing, God, probably over a decade ago, I would DJ in this room on my laptop just to kind of do it in here. But other than that, I've never used it. My brother stayed in this room a couple times. My cousin stayed in this room. I've had a friend stay in this room. I'm like, okay, over 13 years, 3 people stayed over at your house and used the room. It's like, no, it's time to convert it to an office. Time to convert it to something that will be used on a consistent basis. All right, giving away 5 memberships for September because it's already almost October. So the October membership giveaway will be pretty soon too. Let's see. We get Neil, Ole, Tommy, Steve, and Manic. Congratulations, you guys, for getting memberships for the month. I need to do more stuff for my members. I know. I may figure out, may do like an office tour. That's probably what I'll do. After this, I'll probably record an office tour and just kind of show around this office and release that to members. And then after maybe a few days, I'll release it to, the world. Hey, Raven, how have you been, man? Hope life in New Mexico is going well. Sipping on a nice beer from Denver, from Ratio Beer Works. I've been to this brewery once, and it was, when the hell was that? I don't remember. Tracy and I went to a roller derby. That was so much fun. I told her yesterday, I'm like, we got to go to roller derby again. We got to go back to that. So, but we went to Ratio Beer Works before I went to the roller derby because it was literally 2-block walk away in the industrial area off of South Broadway. Oh my. How have you been, Raven? I know. I mean, I'm still using StreamYard because I ain't paying for it. I ain't paying for any of this anymore. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking of checking out Restream, but I don't know. I mean, I'm comfortable using StreamYard. I've been using StreamYard for the last, 3.5 years. And this is all I do. And I'm able to have up to 5 people, or 5 people on top of me. So I think a total of 6. But I don't know. I saw JV use Evmux. Well, I don't know. I'll let everybody be the guinea pigs and let everybody be the the beta testers on these other options before I decide, I'm gonna go and use that, do stream through that. But I literally stream maybe once a month, twice a month. So not too shabby. I mean, I think I did notice we only get 5 hours of recording on StreamYard, and I removed everything and still said I was over the 5 hours allocated. I'm like, yeah, this is ridiculous. But so hopefully this should save the YouTube. But the StreamYard won't save it. And I'm like, that's fine. I can download it from YouTube myself. So I don't need StreamYard to house, the live recordings. It's like that was always one of those features. I'm like, this, there's no point to this. But yeah, so hanging out, just kind of gonna chill at home today. I don't feel like I really don't feel like leaving the house. I may make ribs later. I don't know. I bought a rack of ribs. They don't need to be cooked for another week and a half, so I may hold off on them and see. Maybe next weekend, my next door neighbor would be willing to smoke them, but I don't know. I have ways to bake it that it'll still be falling off the bone, so I may do that. I don't know. I think it's 3 hours in the oven, but we'll see. I mean, I've got a bunch of beef stew. Um, oh, I got chicken, chicken legs I need to cook. Thank you so much. Yes, I appreciate it. 12 p.m. your time. That's fine. All right. You can go live in a half an hour. Dude, you haven't been live in, what, 50 years, it feels like. Left the TV on upstairs. I can vaguely hear The Simpsons on Twitch. But, yeah, go live, man. Have fun with it. Thank you for the comment, Anfield. Yeah, I've got a lot of knickknacks and stuff in here, and I'd like to, showcase. I have to move some stuff around to be able to showcase it in a video because I have like a laundry basket full of God knows what clothes. I mean, there's just so much crap. The floor, part in the corner of the floor, my dining room, there's still a pile of like hats and jackets and stuff. I'm like, I just need to go through this stuff and figure it out. My bike is sitting here. I'll probably take it to my garage, to be honest. I just don't have the room in here. I don't really have the room in my house for it, so I'll have to figure out maybe take it to the garage. Yeah, it should be fun in there. There's a hook in there too. The person that had the garage before me had like a hook for a bike, and I'm like, perfect. Right, Luz? You want to go to the garage with me? Go see your cat carriers? Yeah, that's right. Move your cat carriers out of here because they took up too much space. Oh, right in the mommy and daddy button. Oh, she got me good there. But yeah, I mean, all right, Lucy, you keep bumping the desk, it shakes because yeah, that's the issue. Like, I'm still gonna have my neighbor probably build me a desk because I mean I barely move this, and it shakes. So if it's on carpet, I've carpet in this room, and carpet in my bedroom. Those are only 2 rooms I still have carpet, and I have carpet on my stairs, which I need to get that recarpeted like soon because it's trash from Stella. So, oh gosh, I gotta look. I'm trying to look at my Rockies bobbleheads. I have Dante Bichette, Ellis Burks. I don't know who else. Marno, God, he played 1 year here. I just noticed I have a hockey helmet up there. Got a hockey helmet up there. A hat from Club Space. I got my Don Zimmer, former coach with the Tampa Bay Rays. I've got a Zimbear, which is the creepiest fucking thing ever. So I got a lot of knickknacks in here. This for a while was my library / memorabilia room / best bedroom. So I mean, in front of me, I got a lot of cool stuff. I'll definitely do a recording of what I have in here. Yeah, I've got a huge Broncos Super Bowl champions flag on the wall in front of me. Like that, I may take down, and I may, roll it up and put it away. What Frank and I were discussing is going to like, I forgot what kind of store, but they sell it at like whole price or whatever, like not really at a profit because it's older, but like a kitchen countertop. Like he's like, I want to make you a floating desk with kitchen countertop in there. He already has the measurements, which will basically, when the door's fully open, there would be about that much room, which, don't know centimeters, but about an inch clearance when the door is open. And then go all the way down to the window. And I think with that, that would be nice. I want it a little bit lower than this table because I'm sitting here. I'm working like this. Like the keyboard's right here. And I feel like here, and at my coffee table, I'm laying down like that, typing on the keyboard. And I'm just more used to that. Yeah, like a Liquidators. Yeah. So we go to like a place, Liquidator. That's on my neighbor. I'm like, I don't give a crap how ugly the countertop is. I'm the only one that's going to see it. Doesn't matter. But so I told him I wanted, I don't remember the height up, 28 inches, I think, height up. I don't know, whatever. We'll figure it out. It's probably going to be a spring thing, to be honest, at this point, because I mean, right now our it's 85 degrees outside right now. Our high temperature today is 92. 92. The last freaking Sunday of September, still 92. Next Saturday, October 5th, our high temperature is 89 degrees. I'm sorry, we're going to go hiking further up in the mountains. That's what killed it yesterday. I'm just like hiking with Tracy. I'm like, I'm freaking over these hot hikes. I'm ready for a hoodie hike. She's like, a hoodie hike? I'm like, yes, a hike where we're wearing hoodies or sweatshirts. Like, I'm tired of these t-shirt and shorts hikes. I'm like, I'm ready for more fall, more cooler weather. I mean, our first few hikes this year, we were in pants and hoodies because it was in the 50s. It was perfect. Yeah, that's ridiculous. What the freaking? I know. It's just, it's early in the season and weather doesn't understand how seasons fully work. But in about 2 weeks here, our high temperatures will be, I think, in the low 70s, and our low temperatures will be in the low 40s, upper 30s, which is perfect. I want to start a hike where it's like 38 degrees, so I have to have my hoodie on. Probably start out wearing gloves on my hand, wearing a beanie, and at the end of the hike, I'm like, maybe because I'm hot, it'll be about 70 degrees, and I'm in my t-shirt, regular ball cap, no gloves. I mean, a hike like that would absolutely showcase Colorado fall. Like there's just the bipolarness of the temperatures throughout the day. But got somebody else pissed off at me yesterday for recording the hike. They're like, this is a golden jewel of Golden, Colorado. This is our secret. This is one of our little secret hikes. I said, this is one of the most overpopulated hikes in the area. It's already like there's already too many people. This bicyclist was bad. Like we had to constantly get out of the way of bikes coming up and down in front of us and behind us. I'm like, this just is not enjoyable. I was not having a good time, but it was still nice to get that workout in. It was like, I think a little over 1,200 feet. I posted the video. The video is up, guys, if you want to watch. The hiking video, Apex Park. So that, I mean, it was nice. It was fun to hang out with Tracy. I went over a month without seeing Tracy because I went to Florida. The day I flew back from Florida, she flew to Germany. She flew to Germany 4 hours before I even got back here. And I told her, I was like, next time this happens and something like this happens, we need a timer flight so that way I land like back in Denver 3 hours or 3 hours or so before you leave. That way we can grab a beer before you head off to Germany. But yeah, so I went, I think August 24th was the last time I saw Tracy up until Friday. So a little over a month. And it's just like, I'm used to seeing Tracy once or twice a week. So it was nice seeing her again. She brought me back a magnet. It says an old, like, Germanic writing. It says Biergarten. So that's on my front door. All right, later, buddy. Thank you for coming by, Anfield. Always enjoyable to see you. Lucy, don't do it. Don't. Nope. I don't trust you up there again. God. Crazy girl. She's like, I do what I want. I don't care. I'll do whatever I want. But yeah, this Oktoberfest lager. It's not bad. It's not. See the lighting. Lighting's terrible. But it's light. It's golden. It's more of a fest beer, which I personally prefer fest beers during Oktoberfest season, and Märzens later in October to early November because they're more maltier, they're more heavy, they're thicker. Yeah, so. Okay. Yeah, I can definitely do it. I have an app on my phone called All Trails. We were talking about going back to where we went earlier this year, but going the other way to check out the rocks and everything. We'll see. I mean, if I buy hiking poles, they don't take up much room. I could just shove them in one of my bags for you to use. It's just most trails, even in Arizona, have a steady incline going up to like a overlook, and then the worst is coming down. Like you'll need the poles coming down. So I slipped a few times yesterday coming down, and Tracy's like, I think it's time for us to get you poles. I'm like, I don't want the poles, but okay. I found a set of poles on Amazon that are collapsible, and they were $24. So I may pull the trigger today and get them. The tips can be changed. Honeybee Canyon, that's what it was. Yeah. Relatively flat, but it was fun. I bet the worst part was because I think we took like a huge incline, and then everyone was like looking at us because we saw what was in front of us, and I thought that was a trail down. And people kind of took the switchbacks down that on the cement, and we're just like, oh well, I guess we found out how we're going back up. But yeah, we'll figure out a trail. I saw that there's a cool museum south of Tucson. It's like a nuclear weapon museum, and it has like a tour, and part of it goes into like a missile silo or whatever. I saw that on Facebook. I'm like, that would be cool. It's in Green River, Green Mountain, Green something, south of Tucson. But that'd be something kind of fun to do on an afternoon. Hey, that's what I'm here for, Sparkle. I'm here to catch you if you fall. Tracy couldn't catch me last month on the 17th when I fell. I didn't fall too hard. It was just I was wearing my tennis shoes because I grabbed the wrong shoes. I didn't realize I was wearing the wrong footwear until we hit the trail, and my foot just slipped. As first step on a trail, my foot, like on the gravel, just slid a little bit. And I looked down. I was like, "Fuck!" Tracy was like, "What?" And I said, "Look at my feet." She was like, "Oh no." Maybe it's Green Valley. It was Green something. It was south of Tucson. It was like a nuclear war museum. It sounded kind of fun to go check out. Kind of learn the history of nuclear weapon, not nuclear war, nuclear weapon museum or something. Tom may know what I'm talking about. He knows all those cool things. But yeah, so it should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that trip, to be honest, because I don't have any more trips so far planned this year. Tracy and I were casually talking about maybe doing a couple of nights up in Breckenridge again, but she's like, I don't know. We'll see. I'm like, let me know. But even if we leave like Thursday afternoon and we take, a knucklehead with us, I'll take Friday off of work. I still have 3.5 days to take off of work in the next 3 months. And I've already taken December 23rd off, which they're probably going to give us off anyway. So I'll have an extra day to take at some point. Oh, okay. I don't remember. I'll look it up and let you know where it is. But it looked like it was probably 40 minutes south. But you guys live up north, so that's already like an hour and a half just to get there. And the museum could be just kind of. I'll look into the museum. We'll figure it out. But I know you're talking about Bisbee, which I'm excited to check out. Kind of want to go back to Tombstone and go see that, that beer tender or the bartender. She was cute. I liked her. I just love to walk in there and look at her and see if she recognizes me. But yeah, so just sitting back enjoying myself, wearing my Wolf Haven Brewing Company shirt I got in Tampa. Definitely my favorite Florida brewery right now. My absolute 100% favorite Tampa area brewery. Their beers are so tasty, so good. My gosh. And I found an Airbnb when I go down there in May that's literally like a 5-minute walk away. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I looked at it. I saw Bisbee on the map, and I made sure they had a brewing company, and they do. And it looks like above the brewing company, they have like rooms to stay in and stuff. I'm like, we don't need that. But yeah, I mean, they have a brewing company. It looks like there's a lot of interesting stuff to see. I think they have a mine tour, which I'll look into it. If I remember right, I looked into it, and the mine tour tickets were just like a little outrageous. I'm like, ugh, God. But I'll look at it again. We'll figure out some stuff to do there. If my calculations are right, I get into Tucson somewhere between, when I get the tickets, it'll be somewhere between noon and 2. So I'm definitely getting in a lot earlier next year than I did this year. This year it was dark. And then we still went to Tombstone. We didn't even get there until 8? When we dropped off our stuff, and you and I went to mine tour is pretty good. Okay. It'll be something fun to do. I don't know how much I'm going to record while I'm down there. My last trip to Tampa, I literally did 3 videos, and they're all under, I think the longest one was like 5 minutes. And I'm just like, so we'll see if I have one. I don't know. I may record a Bisbee video, but other than that, I don't know. I just kind of want to relax and just kind of do things and enjoy the moments. I love to vlog. Vlogging is one of my favorite things. That's why I like hiking when I hike and vlog. But I will say that hike I did with Tracy last month, where I didn't take my camera or anything, I left it in the car, and it was just like, it was a lot of fun. We had some really good conversations. Yesterday's hike, we had a good conversation about marijuana, and we were getting to the end of the trailhead. I said, damn it. She's like, what? And I'm like, if I would have known that you're going to have a whole 6-minute long marijuana, not rant, but we'd have a conversation about marijuana and your experiences and stuff in college. I said, I would have switched to my cell phone and put like a lapel mic on you and a lapel mic on me, and the audio would have been perfect, but it is what it is. Yesterday's hike was cool. We ended up, after the hike, we went all the way back out here to 222 for their Oktoberfest, but it was so early, it was just like nobody was there. So we just kind of sat outside near their fire pit, which of course wasn't on. It was like 90 degrees. And we hung out. We brought Ricky with us to the brewery, had a couple beers. It was nice. Their Oktoberfest is good. Definitely going to pick up a crowler of that tomorrow and a crowler of their, was it Oak Pilsner, which is phenomenal. You get a little slight woody taste in the Pilsner. So I'll probably pick up a crowler of each, since I still have 2 crowlers to pick up for September. I don't know if I'm doing their crowler club next year. We'll see if they keep the price at the same. If it's 120 and you get 24 crowlers, then yeah, I'll do it again because it's kind of nice to be able to go. Okay, see, that'll be good. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with my brain and Tombstone. Like, I don't know why I was so spooked out about that. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. I just, something about that. I think it was just doing that at that location. It just kind of spooked me out a little bit. I just felt like, I don't know. I just felt a little odd. Like it didn't feel right to me. But yeah, we could do it in Bisbee. I looked into that as well. When I looked into Bisbee a few weeks ago and I saw that, I'm like, that would be kind of cool. That would be really cool to do. Is to do their little ghost tour. That would be a lot of fun, but you did. The auras are the not the auras, the you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Yeah, you got some really good shots of that stuff. Orbs, yeah. See, I knew. I'm like, I know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. Oop. So, but yeah, I know a lot of people right now are getting away from the duck, and I'll admit, like, StreamYard is going more towards corporate, more towards trying to be like Zoom than to be kind of like just a casual YouTube hangout thing. So I'll like what Raven said. I'll look into Restream. I'll look into the one that JV was testing earlier. But I mean, so far it's just like for what I do, I think this is just fine. I mean, I think I have a Restream account, so if anything, I would probably switch to Restream. 90 degrees in 2 hours here. Yuck. But yeah, I'll hang out for a little bit longer. Just gonna finish up this beer. I just kind of wanted to catch up and talk, kind of fill things in, what's going on in life. I had to do. I did electrical work in my house. What? Tuesday night, flip the switch off upstairs. Flip the switch. I heard a crack, and I was like, "Wait, why is my computer off? Why are all the lights off? What the hell happened?" Internet down. My my gaming desktop was off. Lights were not working. Freaked out. Texted my boss like I have an electrical issue going on in my house that may be major. I'm taking a day off. What up, Kevin? Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it, man. Dude, you're kicking ass right now in the reactions. I'm very proud of you. You're checking out a lot of the same bands I do, and yeah, they're good stuff. Love Bites, The Warning, Dimash. So yeah, thanks for popping by, Kev. Good to see you, man. So yeah, I'm happy to see that you are back in. I know you took a little bit of break there. I'm not an electrician. It was literally the issue was because I took off the day of work on Tuesday, and that's when I cleaned up the rooms and stuff. 85 cents. It cost me 85 cents to fix the problem because the light switches in my house are the cheapest they can be. They're 85 cents. They used to be a quarter. So for some, like it costs less than $1 for me to fix the issue in my house. And light switches are so easy to replace. Eventually, I want to get light switches throughout my house like my mom has. Like it has the dimmer switch and it has an on-off button. So you can turn it off still. You turn it on and then you pull up the dimmer. Like those are really nice. But she's like, yeah, those are like $6 each or something like that. I'm like, I'll hold off on that for a while. That's a little pricey for me. But yeah, so yep. So I did a minor electrical issue or minor electrical work around here, which I literally got that done by 8:15 on Tuesday in the morning. But I'm like, heck, I have time I need to take off from work this year before I lose it. My supervisor is very pro about us just taking a day off just for us. So I did that. And that day, that's when I was like, all right, heck it. Let's just, because my neighbor across the way, he's got a truck and he ended up being off on that day. He's all like, he ran me up the Lowe's. He's like, well, if you want to run stuff to your garage, just text me, let me know, and I'll help you run some stuff. Literally, it was 3 loads. First load was a bunch of stuff from the living room. Second load was the stuff from here, and the third load was the bed and the box spring mattress and frame to the garage. The rest of the stuff, it's smaller. I could probably just carry it myself, but I'll give you a call, Sparkle, for sure after this. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely give you a call after this. Just kind of hanging out here, finishing up my beer. Hey, Lucy, you want some coffee? You want some beer? Ow! Want some beer? Beer. Oh, don't you turn your nose on beer. She's like, I'd rather have a Bloody Mary. Well, I'll make you a Bloody Mary later. How about that? We'll have that with dinner. Now, Sparkle, I'll call you once we're done. I'm done here. So yeah, I figured I'd go for a few more minutes. Once the beer is gone, we'll wrap her up for the month of September. But yeah, wanted to showcase this office. Wanted to test to make sure you guys could hear me well. Wanted to make sure I've got YouTube over here. I'm utilizing my second monitor for work for this too, but I don't think work would be too upset for if I'm using the monitor for this, just to kind of keep tabs on YouTube chat. But yeah, this beer is pretty darn good. Unfortunately, I only have one more left. So I may need to run to the LQ, the liquor store, a little bit later and get some beer for my recordings I'm doing tomorrow. Which tomorrow I'm recording more Black Books because I like that show. But yeah, speaking of recordings, I'm slowly trying to move not back into fully doing comedies, but I kind of want to balance music and comedy. So right now, for the most part, found a sweet spot of one video a day will be, British comedy or, classic comedy. And then the other video will be music. And I kind of want to keep that pattern going because it's nice to get back into comedies. I put a lot of focus into bands and music and all that for months and months and months and months, if not a year. So I will be doing some sports too. I'll be doing AFL, rugby, maybe getting back into F1 as well. Just to kind of get back to the roots of my reactions a little bit more and just kind of do various different stuff instead of just focusing on one area. I want to focus on at least 3: comedy, music, and sports. And with that being said, congratulations to Brisbane. The Lions beat the Swans yesterday in the premieres for Aussie Rules football. So congratulations, Brisbane, on not only winning, but winning 120-60. Like, what an absolute ass whooping in the championship game. It's just that I saw that, I'm like, frick, I think Port Adelaide or somebody like Port Adelaide would have done a lot better. Collingwood would have done a lot better than Sydney did in the at the premieres. But hey, man, congratulations to Brisbane. Good job, Lions. hopefully the Demons come back next year and actually do something instead of just sitting there with their finger in their nose and thumbs up their ass. But whatever. Very tasty. The ABV is not even high in this. It's only 4.8. That's why I grabbed it yesterday at the liquor store. I'm like 4.8% Oktoberfest beer. 222 is Oktoberfest beer is 6.6%. I'm like, come on, guys. Oh, you're getting towards the Imperial. Oh, I did have an Imperial Oktoberfest yesterday, and it was absolutely blasphemy. It was absolutely rubbish. It was from Founders. It was their Imperial Oktoberfest. I think it was 9.5%, and it just was not good. It was just too barrel focused, too barrel forward. And it just was like, why would you do this? You just bastardized one of the most classic beers and beer styles in the world to make it an Imperial. It's like, I've noticed a trend in the United States. For the longest time, Americans are like, oh, the higher ABV, the better. Well, people are starting to trend back towards, we give us something that's flavorful, full-bodied, aromas or delicious smelling, but make it like 6% or less. Like keep it around 6.5 or under. Like I've noticed that trend is kind of going back to lower beers in the US, and I've been ahead of that curve because it's like even last winter, I'm like, God, I go into my cellar. I'm like, everything is like 10%. And I'm like, I don't want a 10%. My gosh. So, oh, yeah, I do. Nora Walls really want, okay. And I do know, pardon me, clearing my throat. I know I left 2 beers at your house, Sparkle. They're in your art room. Should be on that shelf. I know I left a couple beers for us to share this coming trip. I don't remember what they were, but I know I have a couple of Imperial Stouts for us to try together. But it's just like, even my neighbor, he went out and bought the Mile High light beer from Outlaw, or Outlaw from Tivoli Brewing Company, which is a Mile High light beer. I'm like, why would you buy that? Like, dude, it's like 4.2%, and that 12-pack was only $15. I'm like, well, you didn't have the coupon on your grocery store card. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I can get that for 12. He's like, what? What did you tell me? Blah blah blah. But yeah, Sparkle, I know I've got a couple beers still sitting at your house somewhere. Okay, it's dark in there. That's funny. All right, well, I'm going to finish up my last sip, and we're going to call it a stream. I do need to hit the restroom, and I do need to kind of resituate this for work tomorrow before it kind of gets too late. But always great catching up with everybody. Always great doing these at least once a month live streams and hanging out and chatting with you guys, and just sitting back, relaxing, have a couple pints. I do plan on doing this again in this room next month. It may start getting to the point that it's going to be a little bit too cold down here in the winter. Then I may have to just go back to my desktop upstairs. That's another reason why I kept the desktop upstairs. Excuse me, because it's like I don't know how this room behaves. I know how my bedroom is in the winter, and it can get super cold even with the furnace running. So we'll see how this room is. But as for now, I want to thank you all for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next video in live stream. Bye.